you having fun?
You know, I am. It feels good to be here in LA, and you know, it keeps the mind fresh.
You look like you've already lost a bit of weight.
I have actually. I've lost a lot of weight.
How much have you lost?
Since it happened, about 10 pounds.
Wow.
Yeah. Well, you know, I wasn't able to eat for about almost a week and a half.
From the grief?
Yeah, I just physically couldn't. I had no interest in even the taste of food or hunger. I didn't have hunger, and I had never experienced that before. So I literally didn't eat. I wasn't able to sleep for a week. The first night I slept was when I got to the Four Seasons Hotel, and then
Michael.
I got a little bit of rest.
We're gonna go crash the pizzeria.
Okay. We do
Help us crash?
Okay.
Yeah. I know you're a good crasher.
Just give me 5 minutes. Nice. So, how are you dealing with it now? Have you reached any kind of peace with it?
You know, it wasn't until I got to New York, when I left my farmhouse in Virginia, that I was able to even get 2-3 hours of sleep and then be able to eat a meal. That was the first time when I got up to New York, and that was, you know, about almost 10 days.
Have you talked to Mikhail since it happened?
No. I mean, she's been totally cold. She has not communicated at all. She just nobody knows who she is anymore. You know, she's just, even all our mutual friends are in shock. I mean, not even just our friends, everybody who knew us, who actually have, even media can't believe, like, you know, the question was, is this a publicity stunt? And I wish it was. I wish, you know, I joke around, I say, I wish Ashton Kutcher was going to jump around the corner and say, you've been punked, you know?
Do you think it's going to last with Mikhail and Neil?
Well, how can it? I mean, you know, a man who has had 5 wives, okay, and he just got married in July, and technically in honeymoon phase, is having an affair. How can that? You got 2 cheaters that have gotten together. What karma comes from that? You tell me. I can't imagine that. I feel bad for Mikhail. I think one day she's going to walk and he's going to be having sex with somebody backstage at a concert. Like, that's their MO. Okay, I get that. That's a rock star thing. They believe that behavior's fine. I find it disgusting with what's taking place. I'm not into that. You know, when I fell in love with Mikhail and we took our vows, I took it seriously. I wanted to live and grow old with Mikhail and die together. You know, that was our plan. I mean, we were even looking at adoption and doing surrogate because we couldn't have kids because of complications with our MS and other issues. So we were looking at that adoption or surrogate kind of thing, and you know, so that means all of that too was a lie, you know. So you know, I think there's multiple pieces of the puzzle that come together, and that, you know, I know, you know, people go through this kind of pain, but you know, this was unusual with it being so public, and also, you know, the dog dying of heartache, and he was brokenhearted. It's just, you know, it's just, the whole thing is sad. You
know, as sad as all of this has been, if you could do it all over again, would you?
Well, what I thought I had with Mikhail was real love. So that feeling, you can't lie about a feeling. I mean, if your heart tells you you love someone, you have to go for it, right? You know, so is she having, like, a couple people suggested, like, maybe she's going through a midlife, maybe this was this is a lust thing. But, you know, the emails that we found show otherwise, and they show that it was a double life.
And were there never any red flags? Were you ever suspicious, ever?
No.
Did you have complete faith and trust in her?
I had 100% faith and trust, to the point we wouldn't even discuss that amongst each other, because we thought we knew who we were, and especially after the White House and after Congress, we thought we grew stronger. We were actually, just that week before she ran away, we were on HLN, CNN, talking about, you know, the suicide here in Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, Mr. Armstrong talking about how this reality couple wouldn't break up because we're strong, and we got stronger going through the TV shows and through, you know, the White House and Congress. So obviously...
Do you feel like Mikhail, cares more about fame than you?
Well, there's no question that Mikhail loves fame, and I always try to honor her, to keep her in that spotlight, you know, going through different shows and building up, you know, friends and fans and so forth. You know, we were doing it as a team, right? That's what.
But who was the driving force? Who was the one who really wanted to be in the spotlight? Was it you, or was it her?
Well, no. I mean, Mikhail really loved being in the spotlight. She wanted to continue to do that, and I think part of this also is doing that, and also, you know, just a bigger pile of cash. I mean, I think there's multiple things here going on. I mean, that's my view. You know, I'm always trying to analyze it and, you know, understand.
Is there
Try to
anything
figure it out.
that you would like to say to her right now? Anything, any message?
Well, I mean, she destroyed our marriage. She broke my heart, and you know, it's just it's too bad because there was unconditional love in our home, and I would have done anything for my cow, anything. It's too bad, you know.
Well, Tareq, we wish you the best.
Thank you.
And we will be rooting for you.
All right.
And kick butt.
All right. Thanks so much. Thanks so much.